Hey everybody, welcome back to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Welcome back everybody. In this video, I'll be talking about 7 easy steps to getting out of debt. That's right, 7 easy steps to getting out of debt. You know, I'm amazed how debt can get a hold of people's life and put them in such a chokehold that people feel as though they have no other options. And you know, I'm amazed with what debt does, because debt don't always have to be bad. There's good debt, like mortgage. If you got a mortgage on your house, that's considered good debt. Business loans, those are considered good debt, especially if they're covering expenses for a long term that might allow you to operate a business or allow you to stay in the home of your choice for several years. So I want to let you know that debt don't always have to be a bad thing. You don't have to lose sleep over debt. You don't have to lose weight over debt. And you don't have to be irritable about debt. You know, one of the first things as a Christian we learn, in addition to Jesus wept, is the Lord's Prayer. And in the Lord's Prayer, according to Matthew in the 6th chapter, verse 11 and 12, you will see these words are something very similar. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And you know, when I think about that text, that's our power to handle debt. That's our power. It says, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. I thought it was interesting that it chose the word bread. And you know, in the Bible, a lot of times you'll see the word bread and water a lot, because those two are the staples of most society. Bread is probably the easiest food to get, and water is something that we need to drink and clean and bathe and all those other things. So you'll see the words bread and water used a lot in illustrations. I found out in our community growing up that we had another word that we called bread, and it was money. We used to call money bread. You know, a long time ago, people used to always say, I got to get that bread, I'm making that bread. And they were talking about making money because they were talking about how vital money was to surviving. So when the Bible says, give us this day our daily bread, is it possible that it means give us some money every day? Just something to think about. But it says, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So if it is talking about give us money every day, that means that we have to forgive those who owe us money as well. If we want people who owe us, if we want people that we owe money to forgive us. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So I want you to start practicing forgiving people who owe you. Because the more you forgive people who owe you, the more people who you owe will forgive you. Now, another good things about debt is, what debt does, it shows that people trust you with something that you can't pay right now. It shows that people can trust you with something that you can't pay right now. So when somebody else looks at that and see that you paid someone else in the proper time that you said you would, it will allow them to trust you as well if you need something from them. So let me share these 7 easy steps in getting out of debt. The first thing you want to do is gather your data, bills, credit reports, credit scores, and all those other things that you need to get together. And once you gather them, you want to make a list. So number 1 is gather all your data. Number 2, you want to make a list of all your debts and income. Anything that you owe is going to be a debt. Any money that you bring in or anybody who owes you something will be income. And after that, you want to try to lower your interest. Because what happens is when people give you money and when people loan you money, they're charging you in addition to what they gave you this word called interest. So you might have started off with a high interest rate because they didn't know you that well, or they didn't know if you would be able to pay them on time, so they charge you a higher interest rate. But after time you have proven that you are able to pay them consistently on time, you can go back and ask them, can they lower that charge that they're charging you for the money that you borrowed from them. So after that, you want to learn how to pay more than what you agreed to pay. For example, if you have a bill that you are paying $100 a month and you owe $100 a month for 24 months, won't you start paying $125 a month? That way you might be able to pay it off in 18 months. Or if you pay $200 a month and you can pay it off in 12 months. And after that, you want to be able to earn more money and spend less money. Earn more money and spend less money. A lot of times we have a lot of debt and we don't have enough money coming in, which means you might have to get a part-time job. You might have to come up with a hustle. You might have to go and hopefully sell some stuff that you have to pay for some debt that you have incurred. And after that, create a budget. Create a budget and debt payoff plan and stick to it. Create a budget and a debt payoff plan and stick to it. Get all your stuff together and say, this is what I'm going to pay first, and after I pay this off, I'm going to pay this, and then I'm going to pay this off until you get everything paid off. And then rinse it and repeat it. So the 7 easy steps are: gather your data, make a list of your debts and income, lower your interest rates, pay more than you can pay, earn more money and spend less money, create a budget and debt payoff plan and stick with it, and rinse and repeat. And those are your 7 easy steps into getting out of debt, managing debt, and letting debt be healthy for your life. I'm gonna have a couple of links down at the bottom of my YouTube page, and I want you to go to these sites. There will be sites on people who give great advice on debt management. Well, until we are together again, be better on purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones.